Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Mondays with Moss. A little drizzly here up in Newtown Square. Bit chill. I got my, whatever you call it, keep me a little warm. I find it a little hard to get warm. Hope you guys are doing well. Got your shots, and as we move out of this transition, out of the pandemic into somewhat normalized conditions. Well, over the last year, I've been talking with you about really how to deal with the pandemic, how to cope, how to keep yourself self-regulated, basically not being a victim to it, keeping yourself out of depression, dealing with anxiety. And over the last few months, I've been talking about 52 things you need to know, which is one thing at a time, only one thing at a time, not 52 at a time, where each week we look at an area of life, self-resiliency, self-regulation, realistic optimism, courage, and to perhaps practice it during that week, just to give you a handle to hold on to, like kind of like the handle on a subway when you're bouncing around, you need something to hold on to. Well, I think we've needed something to hold on to as we get through this difficult time. And the idea, 52 things you need to know, was the notion of one thing at a time, one stop at a time, one step at a time. So I read a book that I really liked, that's kind of influenced some of my thinking. It was called Strategy of the Dolphin, Strategy of the Dolphin. And it resonates with a book I wrote called Navigating for Success. Anyway, in the book, the author talks about a number of areas: adapting and coping, being resilient, being able to connect with people, and recovery or playtime. And I'm not sure if he says this in the book, but I think what I'm going to say is probably right on target, that chronic stress is one of our key 21st century diseases that probably affects us both psychologically, emotionally, cognitively, and definitely physiologically. So he suggests looking at life this way. So I'm going to give you a picture. See if it makes sense to you. Be very curious what you think. Imagine a great pond. Maybe it's a lake, an ocean, a sea, giant body of water. And in this body of water, there are only three species. One is a goldfish. The goldfish swim in the shallow parts by the rocks. They can kind of dart and hide and, play around the rocks. In the deep water are the sharks. They're prowling 24/7 for food. They never sleep. Now, the other fish in the pond, or the lake, or the ocean, is a dolphin. The dolphins can go in the deep water, they can go in the shallow water. They go out of water, in water. They're very versatile. So, I wonder how you would fit into the pond. If you were living in this ocean of water, would you be a goldfish? Would you be the shark? Would you be a dolphin? So, here are some characteristics of the dolphin. You can see if this relates to you. Goldfish don't go out very far. They stay in their comfort zone. They're very aware of danger, and as a result, they feel kind of scared. So they're not very big. They're not very strong. They don't feel very powerful. They love to play, and they're not a danger really to anybody. So basically, under danger, they flee and they avoid. Why? Because life is dangerous. Okay. On the other hand, the shark is very powerful. Basically doesn't have any friends. I never heard of sharks gathering together for a party. Dolphins play, goldfish play. Sharks are basically on their own. Every shark for himself. They're on the prowl, as I said before, 24/7. And when they're confronted, it's always fight and confront. They seldom run away. They attack. The dolphin, I love the dolphin. Go to the water places down in Florida, and you see the dolphins. They're playful. They know how to adapt and be resilient. They know how to be with people. They know how to deal with whales. They know how to deal with humans. They take care of their young. I've heard of cases where dolphins came to humans and guided them out of danger when a shark was nearby, or if a small dolphin was caught up in a fishing net and in danger of dying, they would sometimes go a guide or prod scuba divers to swim down and cut them free. So they're adaptive, and they're resilient. They can play, but I gotta tell you, they can fight too. Probably the one animal that can handle a shark is a dolphin. Okay, they are protective, and they like to engage cross species. They don't have to stay just with their own. Okay, so human beings. Also, by the way, so in other words, a dolphin is capable of competing and attacking, avoiding, confronting, collaborating. They can work together. Very versatile. So in terms of the pandemic and life and stress in the 21st century, the key question is, are you going through life swimming like a goldfish, like a shark, or like a dolphin? Interesting notion, right? So bottom line to this short talk today is you're not stuck being a shark or a goldfish. It might be really interesting to think, though, about in what ways do you behave like a goldfish? In what ways do you behave like a shark? And is it really serving you long term in your relationships and the quality of your life? You just need some self-awareness to stop, look, and listen and ask yourself, how do I deal with upsets? Am I an avoider? Am I afraid of confronting? Most of us are afraid to some extent when we have to confront somebody else, but do you run away and avoid, make excuses? Are you an attacker, complainer, blamer? Or do you say, hey, look, I need to talk something. I talk with you. I want to run something by you. I'm bothered by. They find humans can be dolphin behaviors. They find ways to talk and collaborate. So they become aware of their limiting beliefs. Become aware of your limiting belief. Life is dangerous. Life is every man for himself. Life's an opportunity. Okay, the belief really shapes who we are in the water of life. So if you're interested in finding out more about this, you could check out my book, Navigating for Success, where I talk about loving life as a navigator, a victim, or a survivor. It's on Amazon. Otherwise, I hope you have a great week. Swim through the week, whatever way you're swimming, hanging out on the rocks with the other goldfish. Hopefully you're not spending too much time being a shark, unless you're in real danger, not perceived drama story danger. And I wish all of you hang out with the dolphins. Dolphins are really a lot of fun. All right, my fellow dolphins, sharks, and goldfish. See you next Monday.